Texas has become defensive tackle university. They seem to be consistently producing more and more studs on the interior of the defensive line, and this year is no different. We talked about their stud run stuffer in tvondresweat in a recent video, and he is an absolute monster, and I encourage you guys to go check that one out if you haven't seen it already. But many people don't view Sweat as the top defensive tackle from Texas. Byron Murphy is a guy who has been flying up draft boards and has been seeing his name higher and higher on mock drafts. How high should Byron Murphy go? Is he even the best defensive tackle on Texas? Those are some of the questions we will be answering in today's video. But hey guys, if you guys are new to the channel, consider hitting that like and subscribe button. Leave a like, comment who you guys would like to see in the next video, and without further ado, let's get into it. Byron Murphy was not a guy who was used a ton in 2022. With so much talent on that defensive line, he didn't play as much as he could have. He played in 392 defensive snaps and finished with 1 sack and 17 hurries. His production was not great, but he showed some potential, and in 2023 he was much more productive. He was used again in more of a rotational role, but on the season, Murphy finished with 6 sacks, 36 hurries, and 3 quarterback hits. He showed some elite upside as a pass rusher, and he is a player who has quite a bit of buzz, and it makes him very enticing. Murphy is a very solid athlete. He has a super quick first step off the line of scrimmage, and he shows some really solid athleticism off the line. He has some solid speed on the field, and I really like his athletic profile and his size on the interior. He is 6'1", 308 pounds, maybe a bit short for the interior, but he shows some really nice athletic upside. Murphy is a very good pass rusher. He has the athleticism to win, but on top of that, he showcases a number of really nice pass rush moves from the inside. He showed a really nice swim move, he showed the ability to get skinny between the guard and the center, and I love to see some pass rush upsides on the interior, and of all the defensive linemen in the class, Murphy may offer the most as a pass rusher. I also love the motor that Murphy plays with. He plays hard on every single snap. He does not give up on the play, and he is relentless in pursuit. Those are tools and things that NFL teams are going to fall in love with, and a high motor player, and I love that from him. I have 3 areas of concern with Murphy. For one, he does not have the ideal length on the inside, and I do worry about that. He has shorter arms than is ideal. Now, I'm not too worried, because we saw Kalijah Cansey go first round last year, and he had Tyrannosaurus Rex arms, so I'm not super concerned, but I did notice that his arm length was a bit smaller in comparison to some of the other guys in this class. Another thing, when Murphy was met with contact, he had the tendency to stop moving his feet. I think he needs to do a better job of keeping his feet churning and continuing to fight for his leverage and make a play. The last area of his that I do worry about was him as a run stuffer. He's not an amazing player against the run due to how his legs stop churning, and he seemed to struggle to get leverage in the run department. As a pass rusher, he has a lot of upside, but as a run defender, I think he has a bit to work on. Murphy has a lot of tools to really like from the inside, particularly as a pass rusher. He has some really nice moves, and he has some really solid athleticism as well. He is my number 3 defensive tackle in the class. I know a lot of people have been putting him up at number 1. I'm not there. I do have tvondresweat ahead of Murphy still. I think Sweat offers more as a pass rusher. I think his strength is really good. Sweat is a great run defender with some pass rush upside, and he's a massive human being. While I think Murphy is going to be drafted higher than Sweat ultimately, I think I would lean tvondresweat. Murphy is still a fantastic player and is my number 35 player in the draft class. Murphy is going to work best as a 3-tech in a 4-3 defensive scheme. He has the quickness to win the one-on-one matchups with the guard, and he has the pass rush upside, and I think as a 3-tech inside is the best case scenario for him in the NFL to get one-on-one and showcase his athleticism at the highest level. My comparison for Byron Murphy is Ed Oliver. I've been hearing a Grady Jarrett comparison going around for him for quite some time, and I do really like that, but I like to come up with my own original comparisons. Neither Murphy nor Oliver are the biggest defensive tackles in the world. Neither of them have the longest arms, but they both are extremely talented pass rushers with elite athleticism. Oliver had a career year this season in Buffalo with 9.5 sacks, and him and Murphy came in with a lot of the same traits. A bit undersized, questions against the run, but really good athletes and pass rushers. I think both can improve against the run, but as pass rushers, I think they are very unique, and that's what separates them from some of the other guys in this class. Byron Murphy is an awesome pass rusher. He is quick, he has the moves, and he has a lot of really nice potential. I think his ceiling is really high, and ultimately, I believe Byron Murphy will be a first-round pick in the 2024 NFL Draft.